Here ye, Chambers County Commission Court on order. Honorable Randy Sylvia presiding.
Hi, Chambers County Commissioner Court come to order. It is Tuesday, October 8th, 2024, 9:30 a.m. County Courtroom, Anahuac, Texas, now 9:35 a.m. We got two commissioners, previous commissioners here today. Welcome, guys. With that, if you'll all rise. Dwayne, please.
That we those that are seeking please guide us, lead us, go with, please allow. Thank you.
Amen. Join us in pledges. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. You see. All right, 1.1, citizens' comments. Excuse me. 3 minutes to make your comments. And first up, Travis William Island.
Well, I had something very interesting to read to y'all today, but got something more pressing we need to talk about. All of y'all should really have an email about it this morning. A disgrace of a DA went off last night, posting online, speaking about medication I take with a prescription, speaking about my mental competency, prosecuting me with made-up charges, just like Ashley Kane Lane tried to do before I was 7-0 against her. Y'all approved over $11,000 to send me incorrect public information responses. That's a joke, okay? So now it's time to spend that money and bring in an outside investigator to investigate these people. Because if you can spend $11,000, over $2,000 in just postage when you're supposed to email me the information. This is a joke, people. This needs to end. I didn't get to see my mom for the last 4 months of her life. It is a sad situation. You can't silence a citizen. And I'm a real Texan. Unlike these people that are participating in terrorism. You know what terrorism is? It's trying to influence the state or political subdivision of the state with force. And that's what they have tried to do with me. So y'all need to order an outside investigation, bring it in, and remove these people from office. You have that duty. If you're going to keep approving funds for their offices and paying their bills, then you are participating. Ashley has blocked a citizen from being able to post on a Facebook government site under 2 profiles for me. You can't have that. I'm allowed to put public concerns out there and speak about the truth. And I don't think that our government should function like this. You know, so it's on all of y'all to do the right thing. Because I have proven myself. Come to court on 10/16 at 10 a.m. and watch the county embarrassment attorney again. She attacked a judge last time. She attacked me. She called every criminal defendant that she every person she was prosecuting, a criminal. That's against her ethical. She won't be an attorney for long. Either will Cheryl after the stuff she posted last night. This is a joke. It's an embarrassment to our county. Do the right thing. Okay? Just do the right thing. Because I didn't tell my mom I loved her.
Time's up, Michelle. All right, Jason Arnold. 3 minutes there.
Good morning. Gentlemen, I know in the past you probably haven't listened to a lot of the citizens that come in here, but I think you probably need to start taking heed to some of the information that we're putting out. These are real concerns, real public concerns, and I think it's affecting all the citizens. So just in short, we do believe that there is a massive, ongoing, multi-tiered, interdepartmental, and conspiratorial plot that is actively engaged against the citizens, the accused, litigants, voters, taxpayers, and the state of Texas through the Chambers County public corruption occurring from all departments. This massive conspiracy has rendered a lot of factual findings in the perversions of law, the subversion of law, the deprivation of rights, and the list goes on. Our criminal complaints are in court cases within the logs, within the records of county court records, and I think that those need to be observed. One of those cases we just recognized is totally gone, totally missing from court records. That's 23 DCV 102. That needs to be reestablished. So these are serious matters, grave public concerns, and I think they need to really start being addressed. Thank you for my time.
Thank you. All right, Rachel Hassler.
You haven't.
Oh, you can go address it now.
Good morning, Rachel Heisler, and I'm here representing Chambers County Veterans Association this morning. We have applied with our district clerk, Patty Henry, to be able to receive donated jury duty fees from citizens serving jury duty in Chambers County in order to benefit local veterans here in Chambers County. I'm sure most of you are familiar with our organization. We were established in 2021 by a group of veterans here in Chambers County whose goal was to serve veterans locally in ways that they might be falling through gaps in their veterans benefits and things like that. And so as an organization, our goal is to raise funds in order to assist veterans so that we can help local veterans here in Chambers County. And I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about our organization as well. And just to let you know, we're all volunteer and our overhead is extremely minimal. Like we have a storage unit and just some very basic fees that we pay monthly, and all of our board is volunteers. So I would say at least 90% of our donations do go to actually helping veterans.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ryan holds up. We'll introduce new CLO. Morning, Ryan.
Good morning. I wanted to, after an exhaustive and extensive search, Texas Department of Emergency Management has finally named our County Liaison Officer Mark Zotti. I want to introduce him to you guys. Commissioner Hammond is made a place for him over at the West Annex. And Mark, anything you want to say?
Oh, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you. I've been here for about a month, and I just met a lot of great people in that short period of time. As everyone here could probably tell, I'm not originally from this area. Been in Chambers County for 2 years, and I love it here. I might be new to the area, but I'm not new to public service. I got extensive experience in state government, emergency management, and I'm also an AMT. And I'm real happy to be here. I promise I'm going to work hard for you. And if you have any questions or need anything, do not hesitate to ask me.
So
Thank
you're
you.
from up north, like Liberty County?
Pretty close.
Welcome.
Well,
Thank you.
for sure.
All right, Billy Combs on 4.5. Come on up, Billy, and we're gonna go to that item.
Sure.
My name's Billy Combs from Beach City. First, I want to compliment our new dress code that the court's got. I mean, I almost didn't recognize Tice.
We didn't either.
I thought we had a new commissioner there. No, really, I want to thank each and every one of you, especially Commissioner Dagley, for putting this on the agenda. I want to thank TxDOT, Mark Gonzalez, for all he's done. Our state representative, Carrie Leo Wilson, was going to run this through Austin. I appreciate the county stepping up and doing it. I spoke with her the other day. She's very grateful. I want to thank Senator Mays Middleton for the nice letter he wrote to the TPC. It actually helped a lot. You know,
Take time, Billy.
I can speak for everyone here. We can't bring Adrian back. I can't think of a better honor than to think that his death might work to save another cyclist's life. That's the only honor, or the best honor we can get. You know, if you adopt this resolution, you are resolving that all cyclists, all pedestrians, all motor vehicles are a priority to the county. And, you know, I talked to Commissioner Dagley, and when the signs get put up commemorizing the highway, I wanted to put on there, share the road, something, so that we can get that message out. We can't, from what I understand, we can't do that. But I do ask the county, you know, I talked to you a few months ago, and, you know, we talked about safety. Our county's growing in population, especially on the west side. We're having a lot more cyclists. We're having a lot more pedestrians walking up and down the street. Sidewalks have always been a luxury. They've been something that we just didn't need because we need the roads. I understand the budget. I sat up there for a long time. You know, I understand the budget, but cyclists, pedestrians, they all need a place to go. They need a place to, you know, to move on. And I know TPC has been promoting active transportation for a long time. So what is active transportation? Active transportation is walking or cycling. I mean, you put it down. And I know it's a lot more in the urban areas. I realize we don't have the density. We are building new roads. We do need to put sidewalks in, you know, especially in areas where we're going to have pedestrians walking. We need to think ahead. And I do encourage you to put some signs up that you know, the mentality that some of our motorists has in this county, I hate to say it, but in a lot of rural areas, you know, I was an avid cyclist. I don't ride anymore because it's crazy. There is no respect. You know, the attitude is the bikes don't need to be on the road. What the law says, that's where they ride. And you know, that's the law. The conflict. The roads did not kill my son. A crazy idiot driver did that should have never been there because he was driving with a suspended license to begin with. He's on his phone, that YouTube app opens up. I don't know what all he was doing. He videos himself driving around being cool all over the place. You know, and he saw my son and he ran over him. And we can't, I mean, y'all can't protect against that. Nobody can. But you can help get the word out that we do need to share the road, that we do need to put sidewalks and things in where it's appropriate, that we do need shoulders on our road. And these very aggressive sideline rumble strips that a bike cannot cross over, not these kind of bikes, without blowing a tire out. They need to be replaced with type of rumble strips that will serve both purposes and let the cyclists get to a safe haven. And once again, I thank y'all very, very much.
Thanks, Billy. All right, 4.5, discuss said excuse me, resolution to memorialize FS 1405 as the Adrian Combs Memorial Highway and approve funding for signage. Commissioner Daddy.
Read it, Judge. Resolution to memorialize FM 1405 as the Adrian Combs Memorial Highway. Whereas Adrian Combs was a beloved and valued member of our community, a triathlete, avid cyclist, an advocate for safe cycling, and a person who inspired others through his commitment to promoting healthy transportation options. And whereas the safety of all road users, including cyclists, pedestrians, and motorists, is a priority for the county, and the memory of Adrian Combs serves as a reminder of the importance of adhering to traffic laws, driving responsibly, and respecting all individuals who share our roadways. And whereas the stretch of FM 1405 south of State Highway 99 down to its intersection with FM 2354 will provide a tribute to Adrian Combs. And whereas memorializing this portion of the roadway as the Adrian Combs Memorial Highway will serve as a lasting tribute to his memory and providing a meaningful reminder of the importance of roadway safety for all. And whereas this designation is intended to celebrate Adrian's life and bring public awareness to the presence of cyclists traveling our roads and foster a culture of mutual respect among all road users. And now, therefore, it be resolved that Commissioners Court of Chambers County, Texas hereby designates the portion of FM 1405 from State Highway 99 south to the intersection of FM 2354 as the Adrian Combs Memorial Highway. Be it further resolved that appropriate signage will be installed along this stretch of highway to reflect this designation, and that this resolution be recorded as and distributed as deemed appropriate by the Chambers County Commissioners Court.
Motion by Commissioners Court, second by Commissioners Court, and all those said in favor. Good job, thank y'all. Come on, guys, get the young family, come up. Bring family up here. I get Reed Siegler there.
I've broken several cameras before.
You can stay exactly where you are, just turn your head and look right here. Perfect.
Hey, man. Hey, give that back, Billy. We're gonna get first to sign off that. We'll get.
Good to see you, Commissioner.
Thank y'all for being here this morning. Come on.
Good trying to do. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Natalie, did you want to say anything about that item?
No, I was just up here just in case I needed it.
Okay.
We're good.
Judge, I would like to thank Natalie for helping write the resolution and help me with the limits and stuff. We really appreciate that.
Good resolution.
Yeah, and also, I talked to Terry Wilson, and I just want to tell the court a little story. She was simultaneously working on this at the state level, had no clue that myself, one of the chairman of the TPC, Justin Beckendorf, and Waller County Commissioner, and Martin had already gotten together to do this. So we were kind of doing this on two different simultaneous tracks, not knowing it, and we had spoken. So I appreciate Susan and Terry's efforts for doing that and continuing that. I think she's still going to plan on recognizing this when we're in session, maybe during Chambers County Day, hopefully. So.
Okay. Stay there, Natalie. Let's go to 4.6. Discuss and consider approving Chambers County subdivision manual variance from M3 Ranger Builders LLC on behalf of Catholic Charity of Southeast Texas for a project located off of 909 Highway 124, Winnie, Texas, regarding the 50-foot setback line from street right of way, as well as 20-foot setback line from the buildings on adjacent properties.
Yes, so this is a variance request regarding a development that is looking to develop in Lake County. It's an existing thrift shop, and our understanding is they're planning to expand it and do a food drive there. And I think they're having a bit of challenges based on the size of the lot and things of that nature. So they're requesting a variance to the building setbacks.
So, do you know anything about the project? John, you want to come talk about the project?
I can talk about
Okay, somebody kind of tell us about the actual project.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Duplessis. I'm with M3 Ranger Builders. I've done several jobs, donated and built several jobs for Catholic charities. A couple of latest jobs was the Hospitality Center in Port Arthur, and then the Market to Hope in Beaumont. Basically, the aim is to feed the poor. I got a call from Catholic Charities about this property. It's St. Vincent de Paul right now. They have a little thrift store in the front. They have a food pantry in the back. And the ladies that ran St. Vincent de Paul are getting up in age, and they want to get out of the administration. They still want to volunteer, but they didn't want to run it anymore. A lot of them are in their 80s or whatever. So they wanted me to go look at the building, so I went and took a look at it, and the building in the back is in good shape. The building in the front is beyond its useful life. So what I want to do, we're going to donate this project as well and go build it for them. And main focus is feeding the poor. I looked at the fire station. It's a couple of lots down, and it's a 40 by 120 building, the same size building we were going to build. Basically, I lined it up with that building. That's what we're presenting for the variance you're asking for your approval on. What the front building serves as, it's a thrift store, and what they do is they take the goods in, they go through them, they sell them to the poor at a lower price, and then that also helps. The sales from that also helps purchase the food or whatever. So basically, it's a nonprofit, it's Catholic Charities. The people that they've got running are good people. I know them. I've got experience with them from the last two projects. I've got all the confidence in the world it'll be a success. And plus, the ladies that have been working there will get to keep working there. They won't have to run the day-to-day operations that they want to do. So.
You want to introduce who you have with you, or let them introduce themselves?
This is Carol Fernandez. She runs Catholic Charities for Southeast
Morning.
Texas.
Good morning.
I'm Father Philip Tron. I'm the pastor of Our Lady of Light in Anahuac here in St. Louis, and I'm real proud of these organizations. I think less than 10 years ago, during Hurricane Harvey, just down the road, all our people living on the streets. These organizations, they would have provided the tents, and appreciate all the help.
Thank you. Fine.
Thank you.
I'm Deacon Fred. I get the pleasure of serving as Vice President of Programs for Catholic Charities in Liberty County, but Catholic Charities of Southeast Texas covers 9 counties. So we're really looking forward to the presence here in Chambers County.
My name is Gerard Parigi. I'm the director of the Market to Hope in Beaumont. And quite honestly, I'm chomping at the bit to come down here and work.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. John, anything?
Yes, sir. Just happy to.
Yeah, very much.
Motion for approval, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Tice. Any questions?
I think we need to look at this just a little bit. I mean, I'm 100% for it, but we're way out to the road front. So I just think we might need to look at that a little bit more, see if we can shift the building back a little bit. maybe get a little bit more clearance on the roadway frontage of 124. So that's, if anything's gonna get widened and improved, it's gonna be 124. So we don't wanna get down the road a little bit and that building being a way of a road expansion. So, yeah, I'm all for it without a doubt, but I think we just need to look a little bit more and see if we can move that building a little bit. So.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the way this property is situated, there's a 20-foot wide utility easement right in the middle of it. And it was the same problem that the fire station had. They had to back all the way up against the utility easement. They're out the same distance we would be. There is about, I think it's 51 feet from the front of the building to the edge of the highway. I know it doesn't create any blind spots. I know we're off of our property pin 12. So you have the got 40 feet basically from the pin to the highway, and I guess the TxDOT right of way goes, I guess, all the way to the property. Assuming. So I agree with you. If they're going to widen that thing out, then you'll have to tear down part of the fire station. It's the same distance we're talking. I can see that point. I just
But have you done all you can to move it?
Yes, sir. This 20-foot wide utility easement, they have actual power lines and power poles that run through there, and it services. It looks like it used to be an old house subdivision, probably passed at some point. Got developed into the commercial stuff now.
Is there any underground utilities there?
On the highway right away?
No, in that utility right away.
The only thing is the overhead power. There is one power pole we're gonna have that's right in the middle of this track that we're gonna get with a neighbor on. We're gonna move the pole 6 foot off our property line and hook him back up to just get it moved over. But right now, the power, the only thing as far as the gas and the water and everything else is out on the highway. The sewer runs to the back of the property. There's a manhole back that all gravity's to it.
Okay. So the only utility is overhead.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
There may be some opportunity there to reroute that. Okay.
Well, y'all can work on that.
Let's work on it.
Okay. Got a motion and second. Any other questions? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Thank you very much for that. So,
This right here is already across it, right here. It's enclosed right there and already goes across it. I'll just expand it now.
Let's go and get 4.7. Discuss, consider approving Chambers County subdivision manual variance request. M3 Ranger Builders on behalf of Catholic Charities of Southeast Texas for a project located at 909 Highway 124. Winnie regarding the 20-foot maintenance berm as well as a 6-foot paved walking path around the detention pond.
So this is for the same location. They're requesting a variance for the maintenance berm that typically goes around the detention pond just for the ease of maintenance. If you turn over to the application, there's a visual on what the layout of the detention pond looks like right now. It may be subject to change, I'm not sure. It hasn't gone through a drainage review as of yet, but this is kind of the layout that they're exploring.
Questions?
So moved, Judge.
First by Mr. Dagley, second by Mr. Gore. No questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Natalie, I'm gonna come back to you.
Okay.
Because they may be kind of lengthy on the other one.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, maintenance and buildings, 7.1, discuss, consider approving funding for Beverly House renovations. Provide a new office location for Chambers County Historical Commission. Funding not to exceed $415,000, seal 23. Mike?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. So after
quite a bit of investigation. We've come up with a number. There is a couple little variables I think we're still able to play with what we've got funded.
I got for Aaron, there's money in the 23 CO that we moved to this line item. That will Mike and expensive, bringing in our guys to get a rough estimate. This year should be more than enough to do the project where we don't use the bank. We cannot purchase and build another facility for even what we're gonna invest in this area to give the historical commission a place to place all the artifacts within our county so people can go and enjoy them the way they should be enjoyed. I spoke with Ms. Shaw, and we'll get her with Mike. We'll make sure they're involved with this project. Let her know that she could work with Mike to pick out colors on the inside, design the stuff. Spoke with Mike on a couple other deals about the brick and stuff like that. Cheryl, would you like to say anything on this project?
Yeah, come on up, man.
I'm Cheryl Shaw, Chairman of the Historical Commission. That house is traditionally known as the Garland Johnson Bradley home. It was built around 1902, and Mr. Garland was the instigator of the Anahuac Canal Company. He's the one that got the canal built there, which in turn spurred our rice production and helped the county grow. He was also a big investor in the First Bank over here. So it's very fitting that his home be used as be restored and used as a history center. And we're super excited if y'all vote for this to get in there and start getting some events going. We could have all kinds of things there. We appreciate you giving us this opportunity, and we realize that it's not just for the Historical Commission, it's for us to use to benefit the community and as well as the entire county by extension. And it is a lot of money, but it's not just money spent, it's money invested. And so we really appreciate your support on this, and thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Mike, what all we plan on doing to it? Just the highlights.
Well, you got to have a new HVAC system. We got to redo the electric, new roof, level the house. There's some exterior work that's going to have to happen. New handicap ramp, fences, tree trimming. So it's going to get a overall, basically the whole lot and the house a makeover.
Fine, questions?
So for practicality, we could take that $400,000 and expand the library and make dedicated area for that. I made one mistake on voting on purchasing that house, so I can't make another one sinking this kind of money into it. So the thing's in horrible shape. We didn't do our homework when we bought it, our fault. But to just go put another $400,000 in this, patching it up, I can't buy off on that, me personally. I understand the historic value and all that, but, we're gonna wind up with almost over $700,000 in this thing. And we're still gonna have a bad structure. So the house is in horrible shape. So I went over and went through it myself. So I know what kind of condition it's in. So I just think we have some other options that we could look at. At the end, this may be the best option, but I definitely think we need to explore other avenues.
Mike, what's your opinion on the house and the structure condition?
Honestly, it's in pretty bad shape. I mean, it really is. So when we level it, we're going to have to probably redo some doors, redo some windows. The roof, there'll be some abatement. So it's in bad shape.
I'll have to say that.
Once we invest this money,
I mean, it'll be as good as we can make it with repairs. It won't be new by any stretch of the imagination, but it'll be livable.
And Tommy said that there's some historical value there too.
I'll leave that to y'all as far
Yeah.
as what the historical value is on it. I mean, that's not my decision.
I will make a motion, Judge, that we go ahead and approve this funding.
A second.
I'll second it.
First by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Tice. Any other questions, comments? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Hey,
Motion carries. 1 nay. Patty? Y'all see Patty Henry? She got tired of waiting on me. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, 1.2, discuss, consider proclamation declaring the week of November 4th through the 11th, 2024, support Operation Green Light in Chambers County.
My name is Patty Henry. I'm the district clerk for the Chambers County, and I'm bringing this proclamation before court this morning, and I was just gonna read it, if that's okay. Let me get my
Yes,
glasses.
ma'am.
And that joke, where are my glasses? Right here.
Hanging right in there.
Yep, they're hanging right here on my neck.
they're on your head.
Okay. Whereas the residents of Chambers County have great respect, admiration, and the utmost gratitude for all men and women who have selflessly served our country and this community in the armed forces. And whereas the contributions and sacrifices of the men and women who served in the armed forces have been vital in maintaining the freedoms and way of life enjoyed by our citizens. Whereas Chambers County Commissioners Court seeks to honor those individuals who have paid the high price for freedom by placing themselves in harm's way for the good of all. And whereas veterans continue to serve our community in the American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Wars, religious groups, civil service, and as county veteran service officers to help fellow former service members access more than $52 billion in federal health, disability, and compensation benefits each year. And whereas approximately 200,000 service members transition to civilian communities annually. And whereas studies indicate that 44 to 72% of service members experience high levels of stress during transition from military to civilian life. And whereas active military service members transitioning from military service are at a high risk for suicide during their first year after military service. And whereas Chambers County Commissioners Court appreciates the sacrifices of our United States military personnel and believes specific recognition should be given. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Commissioners Court of Chambers County, by virtue of the authority vested in us, do hereby proclaim November 4th through the 11th, 2024 as Operation Green Light for veterans in Chambers County. And be it further proclaimed that in observance of Operation Green Light for veterans, the Chambers County Courthouse will be lit green. And be it further proclaimed that all citizens in Chambers County are encouraged to recognize and honor all those who make immeasurable sacrifices to preserve freedom by displaying a green light in the window of their place of business or residence. Passed and approved by Chambers County Commissioners Court on this, the 8th day of October, 2024. This program is a program that was initiated by NACO, National Association of Counties. I became involved with them 2 years ago, and I feel it's such a small but such a great measure to show our appreciation. And so I did it a month ahead of time to encourage everyone to go buy their green lights, whether it's your house or your business, and really support. I would really like the whole county lit up green for that week. So I have brought this to Commissioners Court and asked for your.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Hammond, second by Commissioner Gore. Questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
You're welcome.
All right, 1.3, discuss and consider adding Chambers County Veterans Association as a charitable option for jury donation. Okay.
Cheryl Leak, Henry, and I have been talking about this for a while. We have actually been working on it. That's something that our jurors have been requesting, is that we offer juror pay to be able to be donated to a veterans association. Currently, when you serve as a juror, you're paid $20 for the first day of service and $58 for the second day of service. And you have the option to donate that money, either all or in part, to the Bay Area Turning Point, which is our local women's shelter, the Chambers County Child Welfare Board, the Chambers County Fallen Officers Memorial Fund, and the Texas Crime Victims Compensation Fund. So after having a conversation with Karen Wilson with the Chambers County Veterans Association, I felt like this was a good fit. They assist veterans living in Chambers County with needs that are not being met by existing programs. A few of the examples are they help with people, their utility bills, connecting with VSOs, building handicap accessible entries to homes, adopting veterans families for Christmas, back to school drives for veterans family, lawn care, and driveway repairs, to name a few. With the court approving this today, of course, we would, after the approval, we would meet with the auditor and discuss any terms or paperwork that we would need to set this up, since this is not a state agency, this is a local agency. So we would pursue that, but we're just getting the initial blessing to move forward at this point.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dagley, second by Commissioner Tice. Questions?
Comment.
Comment.
This weekend Saturday is Founder's Day at Old River. So,
Yes.
and a good portion of their proceeds go to Chambers County Veterans Association.
Yes,
So,
it does.
Do you have the time?
the rest of it goes to scholarship, all day, Judge.
All day.
Yeah, just get there
Auction
today.
like at
Yeah.
1 or?
Yeah, auction around 1 o'clock, bring your checkbook, don't be scared, so. Yeah,
Yes.
really good event, so, and that, a lot of that money goes to that organization.
Yes, it does, and that was a factor in that decision, and we encourage everyone to attend that as well, and give.
All right, got a motion second, those in favor? Opposed, motion carries. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your time. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you. Go down and take care of the sheriff. Sheriff, you ready? Law enforcement 17-1. Discuss and consider hiring 2025 budgeted jailers and school resource officer positions during the 2024 fiscal year. Sheriff.
So Judge, Commissioners, what we're trying to do is use our unused salary money or any unused budgetary money that we have in the 2024 to hire those people. They're hard to hire. So when we have a jailer that comes along, we may be full on our 2024 budget. Right now, in other words, our staffing may be full. We don't want to tell somebody we can't hire you till January because they're going to go find another job somewhere else. They're going to go to Buc-ee's, they're going to go wherever. And our school resource officers, we've already put them into play. And I'm just moving and shifting. And what I'd like to do is just get your approval to use current budgetary money for the positions that you have given me for 2025.
Second. Motion by Commissioner Tice, second by Commissioner Dagley.
Come on, Commissioner Hammond, I know, come on, bring it on.
I'll throw a third in there, so.
Okay.
All right, got a motion second. Those in
Second was covered
favor? Opposed, motion carries.
Put your all over here.
17-2, discuss, consider approving interlocal agreement between Chambers County and Liberty County housing for female inmates. I know it says pull here on my agenda, but I don't know why we can't go ahead and approve it pending their approval from Liberty
I have no
County.
problem. The only reason that
And
poll was there.
authorize me to sign it once it's done.
Yeah, that'd be fine, because the only reason it was pulled was because Liberty County didn't get their side of it done, and that's approving the dollar amount. But ultimately, we're sitting on probably about 30 to 35 open beds because of our new facility for females. There is a shortage of female jail beds all across the state and across the nation. They're in a desperate way, kind of in the same way we are for bail beds, where we have them over in other jails. And so I've offered it up to the sheriff that for the right price, we'll house some of his, maybe we can start recouping some of our losses. So that's exactly what that is. It does not change our staffing. That's the good part, because remember, we're designed for 1 in 48. And so we don't need to do anything additional. We've got some things that we're going to do with these positions that you're approving, which will make it safer for us in that facility. We're going to actually take it above the minimum standards of the jail standards so that we know that our coverage is good, especially when we bring to Louisiana. Because when we bring Liberty County, it's the same as Louisiana. But what I was going to tell you is that, there's not a sheriff one that sends us their best inmates. Okay, so we get their rag tags, all right? So
we do the same thing, right?
We do the exact same thing. That's exactly right. Figured if you're going to have to pay for it, you'll make them pay for it.
Right.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Hammond. Any questions? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, Sheriff. All right, 12.1, discuss consider awarding the contract to renovate Chambers County Golf Course putting green with synthetic turf to Greenscapes 6 in the amount of $162,230, as well as approving the proposed payment schedule. James, out there?
Morning.
Morning.
I received 2 bids, sealed bids for the greens, for the putting green. And I'm recommending Greenscape for the project.
Low bidder?
Yes.
They were the low bidder and they bid out. They did bid out, Judge. We have all their paperwork.
This lady behind you with Greenscape?
Yes, sir.
If y'all had any other questions about the process or anything, you could probably answer them better than I.
I got a motion by Commissioner Tice, second by Commissioner Gore.
How long is it gonna take?
I talked to
Mike,
Maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, depending on the weather.
Will it be closed during that time?
No. It's just the putting green. It's just the practice green.
Any other questions? Anything you'd like to say, ma'am? Come on up and introduce yourself.
Sorry, my name is Samantha Hall. I'm with Greenscape 6. I'm
How do you spell your last name?
HALL.
I said Hall, but I make
I am AP and a project coordinator. I am fairly new to the company, so I don't know specifics, but it's nice to know, Mr. Tice, you've spoken about it. But I just wanted to say a few points. So first off, thank you for the opportunity to speak about this proposal for renovating the Chambers County Golf Course. So I think, and we think as the company, that this project represents a really strategic investment with several key benefits. So first off, synthetic turf is going to dramatically benefit or reduce all maintenance costs. So no mowing, no watering, no chemical treatments are going to be needed, which translates to substantial savings over time. The quality and durability of our turf is going to ensure a consistent playing experience, so even under really heavy use year-round. So this is going to attract more golfers, enhance player satisfaction, and then solidify our course's reputation. I will live in Chambers County too. So as a premier destination, as we are growing, we want to bring people to see our facilities. From an environmental perspective, so if we switch over to synthetic turf, we're going to reduce that water consumption, and we're also going to eliminate the use of the harmful pesticides that you would normally see otherwise, which is also aligning with our community sustainability goals. So renovating this putting green, it's going to open up opportunities to host tournaments, boost local tourism, and benefit nearby businesses. Our proposed payment schedule is pretty transparent and reasonable, ensuring fiscal responsibility and accountability on our part. Greenscape 6 has a really strong track record of delivering high quality projects on time and within budget. And we are committed to using local suppliers, which we think is really important to keep it in the community, and contractors so we can support the local economy. In summary, this renovation is not only going to enhance the Chambers County Golf Course, but have lasting positive impacts on the community. So I urge you to consider these benefits as you make this decision. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions, Ms.
What's the lifespan on this here?
That I'm not quite sure. That would be a
15, 20.
All right, got a motion and a second. Are there any other questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Hall. 14.1, discuss, consider using 100,000 health services tax revenue funds to purchase, excuse me, a new senior citizen van.
Yes,
Commissioner.
we've been utilizing bus. Been greatly appreciative of it, but we've been having a lot of maintenance issues with it. It's rough. Having a lot of issues with the ramp. Getting a lot of complaints from older people that are, it's rough on them. And so I spoke with Aaron George as well. We have the funds to purchase a new one. It is on the lot.
Yeah, went on the lot for about 92,000. One of our co-ops. So if y'all approve it, we could probably get it pretty quick.
And we can gov deal the bus unless you want.
No take backs.
No take back.
No take
So
back.
Yeah, they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to. We're gonna gov deal it and reclaim those funds. We do roughly 600 plus doctor visits through my office. Mr. Hammond is overwhelmed as well. Lana and Lisa correspond back and forth every day on trying to get people scheduled. So I mean, this program has been immensely for citizens, veterans, and people of this county. So I want to make sure that when they're on our bus or our vehicle, they're getting a good, comfortable ride. So I make a motion to.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Hammond. Any questions?
This program is unbelievable. I mean, the amount of people that we help every day, so it's crazy.
Good program.
So, yeah, we have veterans, seniors. Yeah, I see them, I see them all over the neighborhood, so. Yeah.
Let me tell you, our drivers, I mean, they love their job.
Yeah, they do.
Because of the help
Yeah.
and the appreciation that they're getting from the people that are able to. So, great deal.
And from what I can see, the people that we are helping, I happen to know a few of them, they need this help, they need this ride, and they're very grateful. So it's really been
All right, those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 5.1, discuss and consider approving 2024 TxDOT ramp grant contracts for both Anahuac and Winnie Airports to fly 25.
Hello, good morning. So every year we participate in the TxDOT Routine Airport Maintenance Program grant. We bring those contracts to you just for you guys to approve. Just a reminder, this is a really great opportunity because we pay $11,111 and they give us $100,000 to very, very low match. And we get that amount for both airports. This is just kind of a standard. We're coming to ask for your approval before we sign the contract with George, which George and Ashley have. We had one small change.
Can you elaborate a little bit what these
I'm sorry, repeat that.
What these funds can be utilized for?
So they can be used in the majority for ground maintenance. So small maintenance projects around the tarmac itself, lighting, things like that.
Hangar repairs.
Yeah, hangar repairs, very small projects. And Paige and Ronnie Joe are excellent. They're experts at knowing what they can use it for. Paige does a great job on reimbursement.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Tice. Any other questions? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Alrighty.
5.2, discuss and consider approving application for commercial filming submitted by Carlos Arapelian on behalf of Kenneth Bennett for November 2024 shoot dates.
So, many years ago, when Chambers County became a film-friendly community, which you guys know is through the Texas Governor's Office of Economic Development, we established some protocols for anybody who's interested in coming in and filming anything from commercials to TV shows, movies, music videos, etc. In order for them to film in our county, they're supposed to come and submit a filming application like the one that's presented to you. Mr. Eric Hellion filmed a commercial several years ago at the Four Corners at 2936 and was a wonderful partner. He made it easy for us. We tried to make it as easy as possible for him. He rented some property from a local property owner, so they got some income. He does catering through our local restaurants. They spend money at our gas stations and stores. So projects like this are a huge economic boon for our area. And he loved working with us, and so he wants to come back and do a 3-day shoot. This is for the same client. It is for the Texas Hammer.
Texas Hammer.
Yes. Yes, it is a little comical, but like I said, they put money back in our community. They handle everything. They'll get with the sheriff's office. They'll handle the traffic control. They'll pay the sheriff's deputies. They've already reached out to Ryan's office for safety plan. They really are top-notch professionals. It is a little comical that it's the Texas Hammer, but as far as working with a professional team that really is pleasant to work with, treats people well, and handles everything without me even having to worry about it, I can't say. My recommendation is that you guys go ahead and approve that filming.
Motion by Commissioner Gore, second by Commissioner Tice. Question?
I just want to see him up on top of the truck.
Yeah. He's get some photos of that.
Alright, those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, guys.
Sam, back to page 1.
Whiplash over here.
Hadley, 4.1, discuss consider awarding Needle Point Road, North Segments A and B, Chambers Parkway Canal Crossing to Carter Construction. Amount of $4,245,683.85.
Okay, so I'm gonna properly transition Zach into this item.
Good afternoon, y'all. Or good morning, actually, sorry.
Good afternoon, Zach.
Doing all right. So this is to approve Carter Construction for the construction of the north segments of Needle Point along with the canal crossing for Chambers Parkway. It kind of reads as two projects. It is bid out as one. They have everything. Carter came in about $558,000 lower.
We had two bids.
Yes, we had Carter and Gulf Coast that bid.
Two good bids.
Question?
Just lots of comments.
Go ahead.
Not lies.
Push your microphone.
No doubt. No. We worked really hard on this. There's a lot of moving parts with this. I'll remind the court that Segment A was designed by Quiddity on behalf of Falcon, who was going to come to the court, build a building there, improve this road. That deal fell through. The private landowner on Needle Point came to court about, a month and a half ago or maybe 2 months ago and wrote us a check for $500,000 towards the funding of this road to get this started. So $500,000 was approved or was awarded to us as a development agreement. And we were going to do the Segment A and Segment B. And we knew we were going to fund Segment B all along. And I'm really excited about the cost because the cost is lower than anticipated, which is a great thing. In fact, the crossing there, we're going to tie this into the Barbers Heights subdivision that's there, which their segment's already improved. And then we'll have the crossing, which already got approved from the Sewa Canal to build the bridge crossing over the Sewa Canal, which will in turn connect Chambers Parkway. We're going to be constructing or widening Chambers Parkway. This is also going to serve as an ingress-egress point whenever Chambers Parkway goes under construction. So getting this done now is going to help when we break ground early Q1 or late Q1, I should say, for Chambers Parkway. It's just going to give those residents along that area during construction an alternative route to get out if we can get under construction. So I'm excited about this project.
Yep.
Thanks for the hard work. And it's going to go concrete. It's going to give an avenue for heavy haul to get off of 146 coming out of the KTN and Maryport area and also not have to pay tolls. So it's going to be a good thing for everyone.
Awesome. Motion by Commissioner Davis.
Absolutely.
Second by Commissioner Hamlin. Any other questions or comments?
None.
Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 4.2, discuss, consider authorizing Todd Finley and Associates Formal feasibility study to determine whether the community building located off of Gordon Spear Chambers Parkway can be served by Chambers County Municipal Utility District 1, amount of $5,000.
Yes, so this is for the community building that's off of Chambers Park, where we are exploring our utility options. And after doing some digging, I think our more feasible option is going to be going through the mud for those services. So part of the process that they've asked us to kind of undergo is to go through the feasibility study.
So to piggyback on what Nally was saying, Nally and I attended the Chambers County Mud One meeting last month. We presented the soccer field community building plan and the Chambers County plan to the Mud Board. We would be annexed by the board, most likely. We could get out of district service. The board, of course, the board is all local residents along that 146 corridor in Mud One. They're all been excited about this project for years now, and I think getting mud service is not going to be an issue. It's just the capacity. Preliminary, we think we're going to have capacity, but we need to pay for the study to just verify our water usage and sewer usage. So.
Yep.
So
Mr. Dagley.
Second.
Second by Mr. Tice. Any questions? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 4.3, discuss, consider authorizing T. Null Perkins to provide architectural and engineering design services for new community center facility in West Chambers County located off of Gordon Spear Chambers Parkway, amount of $360,000.
Yeah, so this is to engage or actually have under contract TMP to go ahead and begin the design services for the community building.
So moved.
I second that, Judge.
First by Mr. Tice, second by Mr. Dagley. Questions?
No,
Yeah.
just go ahead.
Go ahead.
I spoke to Mr. Dagley this morning about this here. The money to redesign, totally on board with that, I'm glad we're doing it. All of a sudden, in the future, same thing I swear to, love to take these set of plans and build a new community building in Winnie. So, I mean, we can take this design, we save several $100,000 from having this design ready to go. So when we get funding for another, great, I think we're looking, doing this type of stuff, it's gonna greatly save the taxpayers of Chambers County money. So I appreciate that.
We met with the TNP folks last week or the week before last.
Yeah, no, last week.
Preliminary again with TNP. They're doing the roadway design as we know. They're also doing the civil sites for the drainage expansion we're doing along this corridor. We're doing it's a large drainage project over in this area for all of the roadway, the Kilgore drainage expansion, and then the soccer field. And it's going to be a wonderful project. And the detention pond it's grown, but it's needed, right? But with those plans, we're taking the West Side complex in Commissioner Tice's precinct, and we are making some VE changes to the building that PBK designed. There's some items that we just felt like with the team, and when we met with TNP, they had some great suggestions on some VE items, eave height, where the mechanical goes, some other small minor changes that will be more cost effective for the county. And I think we're going to basically take that original plan, learn from our mistakes, and make it better is what we're planning on doing. So I'm excited about it. And
I don't know if you did it in design, I hadn't seen the design or whatever. Sure, build you a nice big awning out coming in that door, because when you have events, people get stacked up.
Absolutely.
All right, any other questions, comments? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 4.4, discuss, consider approving the order of Commissioners Court pursuant to Texas Transportation Code, Section 254.008, for the removal of blockage from private ditches.
Yeah, so this is to exercise the transportation code at 2 different locations, as referenced in the notice.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Hammond, second by Commissioner Gore. Question?
And this pertains to 2 ditches only, these 2 ditches
Yes.
that are listed.
It's Barrow Ranch, the Tumblewood section, and then the one that Carriage Trails actually outfalls through.
So we'll have to do this every time we
Yes.
get
So
in a situation where people are not responding back.
yes, sir. So we'll start off by sending the first letter explaining kind of the county's intent, and then after the 30 days, we'll go ahead and have the notice drafted and presented to court for approval. Once that's presented, we have 20 days, and then we can move forward.
Yeah, because So mine in particular, we reached out to the landowner and tried to get permission and didn't get any response back.
Yes.
Get our waiting time, so this is the next step forward with that.
Yes. And all these letters are being sent through certified mail, so we did receive the little sticky stating that he did receive it, but we haven't had any feedback since then.
And the Texana project, when I report on
Yes, so that one, I know Joe's already ordered the material to go ahead and get that one started. We need to talk to you to coordinate schedules and things like that.
that. Thank you.
And I'll note, there's several items that Natalie's working on. We're doing I know in Commissioner Tice's precinct and precinct 4 and
2 and 4.
Yeah, 2 and 4, maybe even sometimes. But I'm working on several right of entries right now. Several of them are with NRG, right? Because a lot of our outfalls in precinct 2 and 4, go into the pond. And NRG, so far, Jason over at NRG has been extremely helpful in working me through the legal of NRG and assured me that he thinks we can get things done efficiently where we can just go in and do these mulching clearing projects to increase efficiency in the system. So I'm very confident that hopefully we'll get those signed back and we won't have to go through that process in that case. But
Visiting with Centerpoint there, so they feel real confident in the line, so I'll be able to pass that on to you. So,
yeah,
looking real good. That's going to get some great outfalls for the drainage. Should eliminate a whole lot of water.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You have all the pinpoints that we dropped on the ones over here in Lee County.
Yes, so I've had Alfonso kind of really take lead in putting together an Excel sheet and tracking all of the individual property owners that we're going to need to be reaching out to, tracking the certified letter, tracking numbers and things like that. So he did meet with Ed and kind of go through those locations. So we do have him pinpoint. We already have all of the individuals' information out. It's just a matter of getting those letters sent out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the court members that don't know this, I do want to just publicly brag on the mowing team, the county mowing team, and Joe's team over in the county. They did a small project that we had a right of entry with General Saul off in-house off the Devonwood subdivision. There was some issues with the efficiency in the system going from the Devonwood detention pond through the outfall into the Kilgore drainage system. And the General Saul property, there's about maybe 200-foot buffer between the two, plus or minus linear feet. A natural ditch goes through, and I mean the trees were it's a forest. And we met out there, and the mow team and Joe, we were all out there, and he said, "Look, we're going to start on a Tuesday, and we may need to work overtime. Is that okay, Commissioner?" And I said, "Look, I just need this clear. We're doing it in-house." And I I think it took them 24 hours to get that project done.
Wow.
And they did a phenomenal job.
It looks great.
And so they really did. I'm really proud of the team, and I don't want to say it's proof of concept. It is wear and tear on our material, but it also helps us, for each of us, our precincts that we have this drainage monies in, we can use as much in-house capacity as we can, and we can also use some of the money if we need more projects that require a lot more care, which we have a few that are going to be closer to residents, and we want to divert those to maybe contracts, outside vendors versus in-house. But we have an in-house team that does a phenomenal job, Commissioner. So, yep.
All right, got a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank y'all.
All right, I don't think I missed anything. We're down to consent. Mr. Gore.
1911, liaison list. We had one that was on 2 different liaisons. Hold up here. It was on Commissioner Tyson, our department.
It takes 2 lanes.
Maybe this department needs 2
Lauren,
extension office.
Yeah, just need to find out who they go to. Which it doesn't matter. But besides that, Judge, I'm good.
All right.
I was the same thing. Good.
Good.
Good judge.
Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Gore, second by Mr. Dagley. Other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 10:44 a.m.
Judge, you getting faster and faster each week.
Go to executive session. Personnel issues, sale, purchase of real property, FMLA extension request, that's in 34. Recess. All right, court come to order after executive session. No action out of executive session, so it's 12:14. 12:14 p.m. We are done.